Good day. Welcome to our lesson. On this lesson, I'll be attempting to show you guys how to normally approach those word problems for number patterns. So, if you are new to the channel, please go through our playlist and other videos which we have done so far, because we have got over 40 videos on the channel. So, go through all the videos and please subscribe, like, and share. And then if you've got any suggestions, please comment, and then we will look at the suggestion and also give a comment back. So without wasting any time, I'm gonna look at this question. So this question is a 6-mark question. First of all, we need to look at every given information. They're telling us it's a convergent geometric series. Okay, the sum of infinity. First of all, we know that the sum of infinity, which is that symbol, sum of infinity, we know the sum of infinity. Just zoom out. Sum of infinity we know is that symbol, and the formula for sum of infinity is a over 1 minus r. That is the formula for sum of infinity. No? So now the first thing first, they're telling us already the value for the sum of infinity, which is 18. So just put the value as it is. That's 18, and then it equals to a, I don't know what a is, so just put a as it is, over 1 minus r, I don't know what r is so far. And then normally in maths or physical science, you can't leave your answer like that. So it's always advisable to leave your answer having one letter as our subject of the formula. For example, we can do cross multiplication, then this side multiply that side, and then this side multiply that side. And then we know that when we do cross multiplication, this will be over 1. So it will be a times 1, which we know that will give us a, because any number times 1 is equals to that letter, or any number times 1 is equals to that number. So a times 1 will be a, and then the other side we're going to have 18 times 1 minus 3 now. So it's going to be 18 times, just put bracket, 1 minus r on the other side. Sharp. And okay, I can't do much with that, so just leave it like that and look for the second information. They're telling us the sum of the 4 terms S4 is 130 over 9. So it is geometric sequence. So remember, we are doing the sum of geometric. The ideal formula for sum to use is this one, which is a, then open the bracket, 1 minus Rn, and don't forget we only use this formula if your R is less than 1. But even if you don't know your R, I'm gonna advise that you use this formula, because on the formula sheet they're giving the other one, which is a Rn minus 1 over r minus 1. But I'm gonna advise you, unless if they tell you that r is above 1, use the formula, the one that they gave us on the formula sheet. But if you don't know about the r, stick to the sum formula. So far we know what sum is, Sn. Remember, it's S4, ne? So that's for S4. So for S4, we know that for S4, I can just zoom out again because I feel like the screen always looks weird when you zoom in. So it's S4. So remember, for S4, we know again, same thing that applies for quadratic and arithmetic. When you see n, you're gonna put 4 because it's 4 times now. So a we know. So to save time, we already know what a is. That's your a that we got before. That was our a that we got before. So I want to save time. So it means that a, we know it's 18 based on the other statement. So a is 18. Open the bracket, 1 minus r. That's our a. Close that, and then open another bracket, which will be 1 minus r. We don't know what r is, but remember it's S4, so n must be 4. Then you close your bracket. Everything will be over 1 minus r. That's the whole thing now. So now just put an arrow. I'm going to continue this side now. So from now on, we know what S4 is. S4, they gave it to us. It's 130 over 9, that's our S4. So we're going to put it as S4 out there, and then the whole thing is equals to 18. Just putting S4 only here, then 1 minus R, again under bracket, which is 1 minus R4, 1 minus R4, and then you close that bracket, and everything this side is 1 over R. Yep. So everything this side is 1 over R. So we already know that will be our simplified expression, but we know from maths, if the same number that is dividing, they can always cancel each other, meaning 1 minus R and this 1 minus R, they're the same thing, they can cancel each other, meaning we'll be left only with 130 divided by 9 is equals to 18 times 1. So 8 times 1 will just come back as 18, because any number times 1 is that number, so 18 times 1 will just be 18. So the remaining bracket will be the one which is 1 minus R to the power of 4. That's the remaining bracket, and then sharp. So now you need to go and solve for R, that's because they want us to find the constant ratio, which is R. So you need to go and solve for R. So now to make this thing a bit easier, let's divide all sides by 18. Let's divide all sides by 18. Let's divide both sides by 18. Also this side by 18. So we know that on the right hand side it's 18. On this side 18 and 18 will cancel each other. Then this side we're going to have 130 divide by 9 and also divide by 18. So we divide the whole thing, which will be 130 divided by 9 and also divide by 18. So let's quickly do that. So it's going to be 130 divided by 9. Okay, and then the whole thing is divided by 18. So whatever the answer is, just divide the whole thing by 18. So it will give you a number. If you're using decimals, that will be a 0.08 as your decimal. You can get a lovely 0.08 as your decimal number, 0.0802 as your decimal number, and then other ones can get a fraction. Same thing, it won't affect anything. So you can get it as a decimal or get it as a fraction, so it won't affect anything. So it will be equals to this side. Remember, we've got 1 minus R4. So we're going to have 1 minus R4, then you close that bracket, and then now you can group numbers one side. So it will be 0.802, then minus 1, minus 1, because 1 will go the other side, it becomes minus 1. And then this side I'm left with negative R to the power of 4. Sharp. So now it will be 0, the number that you got before, or the fraction that you got before, you will minus it by 1. So that whole number, just minus it by 1, and then we'll give you an answer, which will be negative 0, if you're doing decimals, it will be negative 0.198. If I'm putting big decimals, so same thing as 0.2 to the power negative R to the power of 4. Sharp, and then we can divide both sides by negative because our R is negative, so we don't want to work with the negative R, like it's not doable to work with the negative R. So divide both sides by negative 1 to make your R at least positive before you do anything. So basically I'm not going to put R at the side. Basically the whole number, which will be same as 0.2, if I do one decimal, will be equals to R to the power of 4, R equals to the 2R to the power of 4, R to the power of 4. So those ones who are doing, I also want to do the fraction one. So those ones who are doing a fraction, it will also give them another ideal number, because there must be two numbers that if you were to play around them, they can allow you to solve something like this. So just want to do the fraction one. We just want to do fraction. For the fraction ones, that number that I'm having there, it will be the same thing as, because I'm having 0.2, so it's the same thing as having 198. So this number that I got here is the same number for this one. So we're doing fractions now. This number that I got, which is negative 0.98, is the same number as a fraction, which is 16 over 81. So same number as 16 over 81 for those ones who are getting fractions. So don't be surprised if you're using a normal scientific ratio, it will be 16 over 81. The same thing as negative 0.918, or nearest which will be 0.2. So 16 over 81, which is same as 0.2. And then yet I'm having 3 to the power r to the power of 4, sorry. So remember now, it's an exponent. Either you can do a square root, which is having 4 outside, and then put the number. It will give you a simplified answer. Or you can use the exponential laws now. Since I'm having exponent of 4, there must be a number which I can do to the power of 4 and give me 16. We know that if I do 2 over to the power of 4, that will be 16. Same thing, if I do 3 to the power of 4, that will give me 81. So basically this number is the same thing as having 2 over 3 to the power of 4. This number 16 over 81. If you put this number, it will take you back to 16 over 81. And then remember, the whole thing is equals to r to the power of 4. And then with the exponential laws, if you've got the same exponent and the numbers are equating, just equate the base. So basically our answer will just be r will be equals to 2 over 3, because it's the same exponent, which is 4 exponents. So the answer just becomes 2 over 3, which will be your r. So that will be a constant ratio. And that is 6 marks. Okay, I feel like that's a lot of marks. But yeah, that was nice. So don't be surprised if you're using decimals, it will take you to negative 0.98. But if you're using a fraction, it will take you to negative 16 over 81. The same thing. The answer will just come back as the same thing. Even if you do square root and 4 outside and put 0.2, your answer will be 2 over 3. So don't be surprised with those answers. So that will be your 6 marks, which I'm hoping they're going to bring a lot of these questions. And then, yeah, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and also comment on the subscribe section. So thank you very much, guys.